Hello everyone, this is Maciej Gnyszka, founder of Business Association based in Warsaw, Poland. I have a privilege to make a conversation with one of our latest MOC alumni. His name is John. And soon you will see him. But please let me make a short introduction in Polish, because my YouTube channel is mainly in Polish. So I would like to address some few words to my Polish subscribers. Kochani, to kolejna rozmowa z cyklu Mocne rozmowy. Dzisiaj moim gościem będzie John, który opowie, jak to było na ostatniej edycji MOC. Mam nadzieję, że mu się podobało i mam nadzieję, że także Wam będzie się podobał kolejny wywiad w języku language. Dodaję Johna. Hello John, how are you?
Hello Mikey, I'm good. How are you?
Very good. I'm fine also. Please, John, you have been on MOC in December, but first, please introduce yourself. What do you do in everyday life in London? What is your company about? Because you are very, very extremely experienced guy. Rafael Badziak told me many spicy informations about you, so please introduce yourself.
That's good of him. So I've been involved most of my career in building up either organically through purchase, acquisition and sale of businesses, primarily software businesses. Mm-hmm. So at the moment I chair a couple of companies. One is a company that's effectively what we're doing is a roll up where we're looking to buy other managed service businesses. I have 2 or 3 enterprises that I own significant amounts of the equity in. Mm-hmm. We have a startup business where we're selling facial recognition and temperature monitoring systems because of the current health crisis. Mm-hmm. And I have a consultancy business that's involved in primarily supporting what I would describe as entrepreneurs, so people that mainly own and develop their own businesses. So I've got my fingers in a lot of pies. I think that's probably the best way of describing
it. What about dot-com bubble many years ago? Were you one of people who earned a lot of money on dot-com bubble, or lose a lot of money on dot-com bubble?
No, I think I probably came out even. I did. A friend of mine, he made a lot of money, and he said that it was, had he sold his company, say 3 weeks later, it would have been virtually worthless. So crazy times. Yeah.
I've 1 week ago, I've ended up reading a book about Netflix. And it is in Polish, but it is international title. And Mark Randolph, he describes this bubble, and it was amazing. I remember this. Maybe not as an investor, because I was too young then. But yeah.
Well, it just goes to show that you can spend years put in all your effort into building up a company, but when you sell it, partly you're stepping up to the roulette table.
Yeah.
And you can put all that time and effort in, and you might get an amazing amount of money for it, but you might actually get nothing. So buying and selling and building companies are 2 entirely separate disciplines, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So please, first you have heard about Dr. Wong at MOC from our friend of us, Rafael Bajak. Who is Rafael for you? How have you met?
I met him probably about 2 years ago when we were both taking a course in London, and he was writing his book about billionaires, and I wrote and published a book which is about entrepreneurship. And I met him there were about 90 people in the room, and we started chatting, so I kept in touch with him ever since. Actually, fascinating guy. Okay, interesting. And then a few years later, Rafael emails you or calls you, and he said that he attended MOC class, or how it worked. Well, I meet with him monthly, with a couple of other guys to discuss various sort of business issues. And I think it was one of those meetings where he sent an email basically saying, "Yeah, you should do this course." It was it's value for money. It was only $900. So on his recommendation, I signed up. Yeah.
And then, what happened?
It's one of the best courses I've ever done.
Wow.
I read a lot, and I like to learn, so I'm very happy to take courses. I think it was, it's very easy, isn't it? Because most courses in the past, we had to travel, and then you'd have to stay away for.
Yeah.
I mean, it would probably be in Warsaw, perhaps. So I've had to get on the plane and spend 2 or 3 days out there, etc., which is an experience. But just being able to tune in every evening and just watch the course. But I loved it. I think it was absolutely fascinating to take the perspective of doing something that I've done. I've never IPO'd a company, but to take the perspective of building a company from nothing, taking it all the way through the IPO process, and the sense of logic behind the finance side of it, I just found it fascinating. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that on one what struck you sessions, you've said, "Hey guys, I am experienced. I have white hair, but I am perplexed by today's class." Was it so every day, or maybe not every day? You were perplexed by a new vision, a new perspective on the things you have done by yourself.
I think, I've been involved in this sort of thing for longer than I can remember. I wish I'd been on that course when I started. Because my objective was always to get as much of the company as I possibly could, to the point where, certainly the sort of first business that we grew and ultimately sold. I mean, I was one of 6, and I ended up owning the whole company and selling the whole company. That was my objective. My objective was never to dilute my way through the process. It was always to get more. So I think it would have been fascinating had I understood that. But I'm not that old, but back in those days, if I may say that, people didn't do that. I mean, you didn't have those kind of processes. So that's why it was fascinating. Yeah.
And what do you think? You said, if I knew this, then I would be happier now. And for whom would you recommend attending MOC? Because many people think I am too young to take this class. I have to have company with 100 employees, and then I will be ready to attend MOC. What is your opinion?
Do it right from the start. You don't need a company with 100 people. I mean, it's because all that would be doing is setting your sense of direction. And I mean, let's face it. I mean, just going on an MOC course doesn't mean that you're going to build your company up and IPO it successfully. It's not. And I mean, there's 1,000,001 hurdles to get over, and 1,000,001 places where you can fail. But the key thing I've always found is it's the sense of direction, isn't it? That you set off on. It defines the reality of your end achievement. And I think you should do it right from the start. I think if you've only got five or 10 people, no, you can afford $900 probably. So
this is also amazing because nowadays MOC you can attend really in at low cost, and you have MOC alumni status, which gives you a law to attend as a refresher everywhere in the world. So it is a really good time to join.
Well, also it's the depth of experience you get around you, isn't it? So you've got all those alumni. You've got Dr. Wong. You have those people around you to support you. And again, when I started, you didn't have that. There was no such thing as a course about building a business. Nobody would provide you with that information. You're kind of on your own.
Loneliness of the leader.
Exactly. Yeah. It's a lonely place.
The next course, ladies and gentlemen, will take place in March 2021. So if you are interested, please join us. Please ask questions. And John, what should we wish you and your companies in next 1, 3, and 5 years?
I'm at the stage in my career where we are in difficult times throughout the world, not just in Europe. It's entrepreneurs and businesses that are going to lead us out of all of this. I mean, there's going to be unemployment once all the sort of furlough and public support schemes are reduced or go away, because governments can't afford to keep supporting businesses. We've got a job to rebuild, haven't we? So really, I mean, for me, I've been lucky enough to have a good career. I think it's, for me personally, it's time to give back, and if I can build some more businesses on the back of that, but I'm really looking to support people internationally, really, to try and get the economies back on their feet again. Because it's entrepreneurs, it's guys like you, Raphael, all the people that are on Dr. Wong's course. It's those people that put food on the table. They employ people, they pay their wages, they put a roof over their head. So those people that take risks to put food on the table of all their employees. So. I think, does that answer your question? I think that's my objective anyway over the next few years.
It is very right answer, and of course I wish you that MOC platform. I wish you how to say it in English. I wish that MOC would be your love for years and years. And as far as I know, we plan with Raphael and you and Varun and few more people some co-investments. So I wish us only successes successes and successes.
Yeah, well, Raphael was talking about putting together some kind of fund.
Yeah.
And I think that's a great idea. Yeah.
So our subscribers, our viewers, please look at www.miraclesofcapital.eu. There on the site you will find more information about MOC course, and of course please have a look on other interviews with MOC alumni. In Polish it is MOCne rozmowy. In English it would be tough interviews. Tough because MOC in Polish means power, and mocne means powerful, or powerful interviews. In this way. So thank you very much, John, for our interview.
You're welcome.
Thank you, and of course I will see you with my subscribers in next interview. I think it will be with Piotr Ślązak, the founder of this company. MOC alumni are everywhere almost, so please subscribe my channel, give this part of your hand up, and bye bye.
Thanks, Mikey.
Thank you.